Hey everyone, and welcome back to another GTA Online video here on the channel. Now it's been about 2 weeks since the Los Santos Summer Special update has released, so in this video I want to give my complete review of the DLC. I like to make these videos just to reflect on what was good about the update, what was bad about the update, so going forward we can properly voice that to Rockstar in hopes that they listen to our feedback. I want to start off by summarizing the update as a whole. For this summer update, there were some very unfortunate circumstances that took place that did affect the DLC, and I don't think I have to mention what those are. The unfortunate truth is, the summer update was supposed to be cops and crooks. Many data miners have found tons of cut content relating to or mentioning that. And if you guys want, I could make a video about the stuff that people found. Some of it is really interesting, and I actually hope we see it return in later updates when the time is right. But let me know in the comments if you guys would want to see a video like that. Anyways, back on track, the results that we were left with is the Los Santos Summer Special, which is by comparison to the last couple of updates, just a very small one. We received every single vehicle from day one. There are no drip feed vehicles, and the theory that I've been hearing for the reason why we didn't get any drip feed vehicles is because the cars that we did get with this update were supposed to be the drip feed of the DLC that was originally planned. And because they had to improvise, they just gave us everything at once, which does make sense, and it also kind of acts as a way for Rockstar to test how a DLC would perform financially for them if they were to release everything at once again, because it's been years since we had a DLC that did not have drip feed. Well, vehicles anyway. But enough about the drip feed, let's get into my review of the individual content. We'll start with the centerpiece of the update, which are the 6 new Super Yacht missions. Gameplay wise, the missions were fun. They felt different and unique from the other contact missions. For example, putting out the fires with the water bombs and the Tula was really cool, and is a mechanic I'd like to see in free mode actually. My personal favorite mission is the one where you're out at sea at night in a thunderstorm, the waves get huge, and you have to fight off a bunch of attackers. That mission is just awesome. Across the missions, there is a little narrative that plays out with the yacht captain, which isn't anything special, but it does add to the immersion a bit. But while the gameplay is fun, at the end of the day, they are just contact missions, and because they're just contact missions, the payouts, of course, are terrible. Even for double money, there are way better activities more worth your time. And you really aren't going to be playing these missions again after playing them through the first time. The rewards for completing them your first time as host, though, are great. The yacht captain outfit is really cool, the hat especially, and the discount on moving your yacht is also long overdue. I still think it should be free to move the yacht though, because even after this update, the yachts cost upwards of $10 million, and I still feel like they don't have a substantial use. Now maybe if we do get a map expansion in the next update that we can use our yachts to travel to, then I would change my mind, but I have to judge off what this update added. And so for that, I say they still should have some more benefits. And being able to travel for free across the map would be a really good added benefit. And then maybe so people don't just spam travel around the map, they could implement a cooldown for the travel instead of a paywall. The other huge part of this update was the new vehicles. We got 15 of them available right away from downloading the update, and this for me is where the best part of the update is. The Coquette D10 might just be the best looking car that Rockstar have added in this game. It looks so close to its real life counterpart, I'm surprised they're not getting sued for it. Although I haven't bought every car from the update, the Benny's lowriders I didn't really invest in just because I'm not too interested in lowriders and I don't really like driving them. But from what I've seen, they have tons of customization and styles that you can make, and that's what I look for in regular cars anyways. Obviously, performance has an impact on whether I buy a car too, but if a car performs really well and has hardly any customization, I almost think that's less fun than a car with lots of customization and a little worse performance. Unfortunately, we didn't get any special vehicles. They were all just regular civilian cars, no new RC vehicles, no go-kart that I was hoping for. But like I said, if this was meant to be the drip feed of the originally planned update, it does make sense. Next, let's discuss the new open wheel races and also the mechanic changes within the open wheel races. The new tracks, I have to say I didn't enjoy them as much as the original ones. The new ones have many more hairpin turns and are overall harder, so maybe that's why. I don't know, I still think the original track designs were just better though. Maybe some of you disagree, and that's fine. The quality of life changes in the open wheel races are awesome. We got the new starting countdown where it's the lights instead of the 3, 2, 1, go. The UI changes to the damage indicator. It doesn't just show a health bar of your tires anymore. And when you get into a major wreck that damages your car, your screen shakes and changes color for a second. By far the best change in these races though is the anti-griefer measures, so players can't just drive the wrong way and crash into you. That was super annoying. Now if they try to do that, they turn into a ghost. There's a certain criteria for getting ghosted, but I can't remember exactly what it is at the moment. I still tend to just keep the race on non-contact though, just because most GTA Online players can't tell the difference between an F1 race and a demolition derby. Getting into a crash at the first corner of the race and having it screw you over for the entire thing is just not fun. The open wheel race creator is another nice addition. What keeps people coming back to races is the content created by the community. There are very talented creators out there who do a great job at, well, making great jobs. And I haven't had the chance to play any user-created open wheel races yet, but this is something that I don't need to play to understand that it's a good addition to the game. This update also brought in more of the community's favorite activities, Adversary Modes. Yes, I'm being sarcastic. Everyone likes to just shit on Adversary Modes, but I like to at least give them a chance, because there are some really fun versions of these modes. Sumo Remix and Hunting Pack Remix come to mind. The new ones take place in the casino. The ones that took place solely in the lobby of the casino, where all the games are, I found to be the least fun. There's just too many things in the way, and it just feels really cramped and crowded in that area. Some of the modes open up the entire interior at once, so you can access the lobby, the staff lobby, and you can even go behind the counter at the cashier's desk, which is sweet. Slasher takes place in the hotel area in the hallways upstairs, and that is pitch black, you can't see anything. Out of all of the modes, Slasher would have been the best played in the casino lobby and the staff lobby as the location in my opinion. Maybe that would have been a bit too big, but Slasher is always more fun when there are more places to hide, and I feel like the hallway doesn't really give you that many places to hide. My favorite adversary mode from the Diamond versions is Entourage though. This one has a twist to it. Just like Slasher, the lights are out and it's pitch black. If you're on the defending team, you get access to weapons with flashlights so you can see. You also get flare guns that you can shoot to light the way. And on the attacking team, you have knives and night vision. And the target has to make their way from the casino vault all the way up to the rooftop escape area. And playing this mode almost feels like you're playing a horror game or like a zombie game in the dark. The attackers can sneak up behind you in the dark and just appear out of nowhere. It's just a really scary and fun vibe that no other version of this mode gives you, and I really enjoyed it. Now I was playing this mode in free aim. In auto aim, the defenders might be a bit OP, so I think it's best played in free aim, but still, this is a really fun mode. Now on to some free mode additions, the new business battles. I had originally thought that there were only 2 business battles, and while mechanically that is true, there are more than 2 locations that they can take place at. The first one is obviously the aircraft carrier, the second one is the steel factory, the third one is the Paleto Bay Cluckenbell factory, and the fourth one is the scrapyard from that one Lamar mission in story mode. And all of these are great, I have 0 complaints about them being in the game. They almost feel like miniature heist missions that take place in free mode, especially the aircraft carrier one. Hell, that business battle has more depth to it than the Humane Labs heist setup mission that takes place there, because I don't even think you had to disable the air defenses on that setup mission. And if that doesn't show how much the game has evolved since then I don't know what does. There's also these random drug vehicle encounters that take place at different locations throughout the map, and it kind of feels like such a random thing to add now considering we already own our own drug businesses, but they do make free mode feel more alive and immersive, and I can't help but wonder if they're testing the waters with random events for future updates. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if the next heist update has completely seamless setup missions that are in the form of finding vehicles or an item in free mode without having to start up any mission whatsoever, bringing online closer and closer to how the single player heists were. I guess this is kind of on the same topic as the random events, the Solomon movie prop hunt. Now I predicted that they were going to add another scavenger hunt into the game, and sure enough they did. They seem to do this with every update as of late. This one is different from the previous ones because it requires the completion of 3 random events containing the props instead of all of them being on the map somewhere, which is the case for 7 out of the 10 of them. Again, I have no complaints here. It did take me a while to get one of the events to spawn, but unlike trying to find legendary animals in Red Dead Online, the events do actually spawn. The alien outfit is sweet also. Even though the body is just a reskin of what we already have from the other alien bodysuits, the head is what makes it stand out. It's still not as cool as the alien outfit from single player, but it is something. The last content-wise thing that was added were the 2 new arcade machines. In the grand scheme of things, they don't offer much. Cubed is much better than Axe of Fury, and a lot of fans who loved it in GTA 4 will also love it here, because it's basically the exact same thing. And trying to beat the challenges is a really fun time. This update also made some quality of life updates to the game, the important one being able to despawn your personal vehicles. This has been a requested feature really ever since the Bikers update was released. People would register as an MC president just to despawn their vehicle. Now you don't need to do that, which is really nice. Having more properties is nothing short of a great change. I don't really see how you can complain about being able to own more stuff. The more Pegasus vehicle spawns I hardly even noticed, to be honest. I personally would have liked to see even more changes made to the game. Something done about killing yourself mid-gunfight would have been cool. Also, more hangar space is much needed, but I'm sure this will come in the next update. The hangar space anyways. That's pretty much it though for my review. As a final verdict, given the circumstances that they had to endure, it might not be an update as big as we as a community would have hoped for, especially after the long wait. However, it's still a good update overall. I think the cars are nice, the quality of life update changes are great, and it's something to hold us over until the massive update coming later this year, which is actually less than 4 months away. But if you guys enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more guide and PvP related content. Let me know what you guys thought about the summer update in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.